up, YouTube? You can edit that out.
No, it's going in. What's happening, guys? So today I wanted to do a little tool review for you on the OTC Hub Grappler. I've had this for a little over a year, and this thing works awesome if you're doing stuff on the car. The only thing that you have to be careful of with this are the cups that come with it. The tool works awesome unless you get like a super stuck bearing, and it just absolutely will not budge with this thing. You kind of have to know the limits of your tools and the strength of the metal that you're working with. I'll get you guys a close-up of this thing here in just a second, but that's kind of why you got to be careful with who you loan your tools out to. This was a newer tech that had been at that shop for a little while, and he just wasn't very good. Also, they ripped the threads on the bolt itself. I'm not exactly sure how they did that. I think they were using the impact a little too much on it, and it took its toll. But I've got a new bolt as well. I've actually used this on other things than automotive, and I use this, I mean, you could use this on anything on the front end, or to pull the races from the bearings or anything like that. But I actually found a use for this on taking gas blocks off on AKs. Works really well. I'll insert it here. As far as pulling the front side off, I've got this puller. It came in my Hub Grappler. I was an automotive tech for a long time, and so I'm just going to go ahead and use this. Fits perfectly. Putting the I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. This is the deal that came with my tab set from Carolina Shooter, and basically I'm just going to hook this on the end of that, and it should pull the barrel off without the need for a press, or not a barrel, but the sight off without the need for a press, hopefully, as long as it goes on there straight. Everything catches. There we go. Looks like it's pulling it right off of there. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to be taking you guys out of screen there. Yeah, it's just gonna pull it right out. And I should be able to just knock it off the rest of the way, hopefully. Get it started there. Maybe just give it a few whacks. Let's see it. I don't know if you can see, but it's pulling it off, so. gas or front sight is off, so I guess we could maybe go ahead and thread the barrel. But overall, this is a really great tool, guys. It's, I mean, comes with the booklet, year, make, and model. You can do your search by year, make, and model depending on what vehicle you know you're going to be using. I did find I had to do the rear wheel bearings on my Nissan 240SX, and this kit worked. They just didn't have specifications for that in the book. I believe they had it for the front, or maybe it was the front they didn't have the specifications for, but they had it on the rear. It's one of the two. They had specifications for the front, but not the rear. When I get a wheel bearing that I got to do, I'll go ahead and show you guys a hands-on demonstration. I mean, OTC actually has a pretty good video about how the whole thing operates. And there are replacement parts readily available on Amazon. I actually ordered mine on Amazon, and it was far less than any other place at that point in time. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great tool if you're going to be doing lots of wheel bearings, especially if you're on flat rate. It can save you a lot of time rather than having to pull the whole hub assembly or the knuckle assembly off, bring it to the press, do that whole deal. It just lines everything up for you, you know. So and then and I also wanted to talk to you guys about these spill-free funnels. I'm sure probably just about every tech has one of these, but these are an absolute lifesaver. Mine's well used, as you can see, but it's these things pretty much fit 90% of everything that's out there. You've got every kind of adapter that you could ever think of to make this work, plus the funnel itself. It's like old style GMs, some GMs and Fords, Toyotas, Subarus, basically anything that you could ever need one of these for. They work really well. I think they're only like 20 bucks. Let's see, that's Lisle's spill-free funnel kit number 24680. And if you're a tech just starting out and you don't have, you know, a whole lot of money to be spending on Snap-on's specialty stuff, then this is the way to go. I think they even sell these things on the tool truck, so they're a lot more inexpensive on Amazon. It's kind of weird because there's one that's it's like $21 on Amazon, and then there's another one that's like $30. And I think they have another updated version that's orange with like multicolored fittings and stuff like that. But yeah, real lifesaver, saves a lot of time. So let's see, do I have anything else I wanted to go over? I also wanted to talk about this brake caliper compressing tool. If you're doing like single piston calipers that have the slot in the front that this would fit into, and that's pretty much strictly all you do, then this is a great tool to have. I'm not gonna lie, it's made me a lot of money in my time as a technician, but there are some better equipped tools that will do pretty much every type of caliper that there is in one tool. This is actually made by Lisle, and they have several different versions of this. There's another version that does dual pistons, and there's also their other one that does like Toyota where they're quad pistons, and it's got two of these little ears on it that you just stick in there and squeeze and it presses them. The one that I'm looking at getting is the It's kind of like a ratcheting one, and it's got two plates, and as you ratchet it, it pushes it out. So I'll link it below. I don't have one to show you guys, so unfortunately my explanation's probably not really doing anything justice here. I might pull a picture in just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. I don't recommend this just because it pretty much limits you to just that type of caliper, and that's it. I wasn't a technician for just one brand of vehicle. I've worked on, basically ever since I started in the automotive industry, I've worked on everything. So yeah, I mean, it was 50 bucks that I could have put towards a better tool, but it did its job for what I needed to, so I can't complain too much about that. As you can see, it's been well used. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to go ahead and close this one out here, and if you have any questions about either of the tools that I've shown you here today, go ahead and leave a comment below. Also, if there's been any kind of tool that you've seen along the way, go ahead and throw a comment below. You know, let me know that you want to see something coming up with that. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. If you like my videos, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. See you on the next one, guys. Thanks.